It's time to get World Cup ready. Here are the 7 storylines that I think are the most compelling heading into the tournament. Number 1, will Mbappe get his lick back? Scoring a hat-trick in a World Cup final and still losing is bound to alter one's brain chemistry. But it's not just about what happened in Qatar. Mbappe's transfer from PSG to Real Madrid is probably the most anticipated ever in the sport. But in his 2 seasons at Real Madrid, they've won nothing. All the while, PSG, the team that he left, have gone back-to-back with the Champions League, playing some of the most beautiful, electric football whilst doing it. The Real Madrid fans' petition to get him sold amassed millions and millions of signatures, breaking all types of records. So in as much as he won the World Cup at 18 and has had an amazing career, I think he's going into this World Cup with something to prove. Number 2, the last dance. We are coming to the end of the greatest footballing era that many of us will be lucky to see. The fact that both of them have even made it to the 2026 World Cup is incredible. But it's not just those 2 giants, it's Neymar. He's fought tooth and nail to even get picked for this World Cup. You've got the likes of Modric, De Bruyne, Salah, players who have literally defined football for the last 10-15 years. Players who, in all probability, will bow out from the international stage. And whilst one era is ending, another one is beginning. The next generation is here. And of course, you cannot talk about the next generation without mentioning Lamine Yamal. He will make his World Cup debut at just 18 years of age. He played such a huge part in Spain winning the Euros in 2024 at 16. The boy is an absolute phenomenon, widely regarded as the best player in the world, and rightly so. And it's not just him. There's the likes of Desiree Doué, Arda Güler, Nico Paz. So many incredible young talents that are going to be on display for the world to see for the very first time. 4, which manager will get it right? In international football, we typically have the lesser known coaches, but in this tournament, we have 3 of, you could argue, the biggest names. Carlo Ancelotti, one of the most decorated football managers of all time. He has been tasked with ending Brazil's 24-year wait for a World Cup. We know his managerial style to be very much the economy will regulate itself. So seeing how that plays out on the international stage will be very, very interesting. Thomas Tuchel, another Champions League winner. He picked an England squad that literally sent the nation into chaos. Left out Phil Foden, left out Cole Palmer. It's a very Thomas Tuchel squad, but that also then means that there's a lot of pressure on him now to deliver. And then you've got Maurizio Pochettino. He's had a very mixed bag at club level, produced really exciting football with Tottenham, had some success at PSG. Things didn't quite work out at Chelsea, and now he's managing one of the host nations. They'll obviously want to see something special. 5, the 48-team expansion. This is easily the most structurally significant World Cup of all time. Expanding the tournament from 32 teams to 48 teams means an increase from 64 games to 104 games. Obviously, with that, there's a concern about the quality of games that we might expect to see, especially at the group stage level. I think what I'm most excited for is the debutants, so the countries that have never played in the World Cup before. I just think it's incredible to have these nations at a World Cup. How amazing would it be if any of those teams could get a magic result? We saw Saudi Arabia beat Argentina in 2022. We saw Japan beat Germany. It is the World Cup. Literally anything could happen. 6, Africa. No African team has been to a World Cup final. And this year, with 10 African teams competing, this is our best chance. Morocco reached the semi-final in the last tournament, so I'm expecting big things from them. Ivory Coast have a lot of talent in the likes of Amad, Diomande, and of course Senegal, fresh off the back of that AFCON final and the crazy, ridiculous decision that followed. They'll be out for blood. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing African stars shine on the global stage. 7, the heat. Nearly a quarter of games at this World Cup are going to be played in temperatures above 26 degrees. I don't think the conditions are being talked about enough. We've literally seen just now in the French Open with the mini heat wave in Paris, just how much heat affects your ability to play elite sport. Not easy to be blitzing up and down the pitch when it's hot and it's humid. Will teams with players that are accustomed to playing in those types of conditions, i.e. some of the African teams, the South American teams, might they fare better than some of the European nations? I think that's a really interesting underlying factor that's going to play a part in addition to the football and the tactics and the quality of the players.